And now we do like divide 2. Oh, fuck. Like, look, what? What the fuck are we doing here? Sometimes it works, Mark. Sometimes the brain... Sometimes the brain figures it out. I thought this is the first time I was gonna need fucking cosine or whatever that fucking geometry bullshit is. I thought we were gonna need it, Mark. We didn't need it. Look at that.
Nope. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Craylor Rebuild series. And if you notice, Christian is not here today. He is gallivanting in Europe on the last leg of his trip. He's been out there for over a month, but we have Kevin Geary, back in the house.
Howdy.
Appreciate you being here, man, because couldn't do it without you. Just as a quick context for you guys watching at home, Christian and I did actually, right before he left, try to do another episode. We got a couple things done here and there, but we're still new to the etch environment. While it's very powerful, I am not a professional in there, so had to call in the big guns once again. Kevin is here, and we're going to rip through some more stuff. So, very exciting.
You know how I like to do free labor, Mark. It's very exciting.
Promotion, free labor. It's a yin and yang thing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So what we decided to do today, we'll just get as much done as we can. But like the main goal is my favorite digital products, this tools section right here. Got a little Bento grid. We talked about this little situation in here with the rows not being in perfect alignment. It's not critical to this section. So what we want to do is get the cards done. We got a little container query situation where if there's more space for one of these cards, it needs to automatically adapt by going into like a wide format kind of situation. We'll get that done. We'll get this, we're not going to animate this yet. We'll do that kind of toward the end. That's like more icing on the cake type stuff, but we'll get this big section done. Maybe get it sticky. And then I want to tackle this card right here and then the footer. And then if we still got time, which we probably won't, but if we do, we'll keep going. We'll see what else we can tackle. So with that said, you guys already did, or I did last time. I can't even remember. You put in this little intro, which is good. The other thing in Etchland, we talked about this little icon, right? Needing to be a prop in the component. We can actually do that now. So the SVGs now support component props. So maybe we'll get around to updating that as well.
Hell yeah.
All right. So what we have here is we have a tools section. And I'm going to go ahead and on mine, get rid of the style inputs and get more real estate there. And we're going to do the tools list. Tools, or maybe this is a featured tools list. Let's go back to Figma. So is this section, I noticed it doesn't have a call to act. Is there going to be a way to get to the whole archive of tools from this section, or do we know? Is that planned out? Yeah.
Yes, so the idea here is this is the tools, and each one of those is actually more of it's a category within the taxonomy, because there's VPN, there's web hosting, email.
Oh, these are categories.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now, as the way that they're displayed here. So if we and view more tools at that last grid item there, I think that is technically the button to go to what would be /tools, but as we saw off camera, like down in the bottom of this Figma file, there's the tools archive, and that's really, there's no big list of tools right now. It's just the /tools is showing you all of the categories. So this is like 4 featured categories.
Oh, I had a little blindness here. I didn't even realize that's not just a card. That does say view more tools. Okay, so that would go to the main archive page where all the categories are listed. So are these are like maybe like featured categories?
Yeah, I would say that's pretty accurate for what we're seeing right here now. I mean, I guess you could always change it, but that's how we would build it currently. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I would say what we need to do then is when we loop it, like we don't even need to loop this. Like we can build the cards without looping it, obviously. But when it gets looped, maybe the loop has 1, 2, 3, 4 items, and there's a custom field to mark a category as featured, and then that way we can tell the loop, hey, only pull in the featured ones, and it'll put them right here. So, and then this will just be a static view more tools kind of situation. Okay, which I don't even know if I'm going to worry about building right now. I mainly want to build this card that's going to get used a lot. So let's go ahead and we're going to call this tool categories. And we're going to call this a tool category card, I would gather. So I wonder if we can maybe just, I like to be specific. I was thinking about just calling it a category card, but it's a little too generic. So tool category card, we'll get a little bit of extra real estate over here. And we're going to go with, I keep forgetting we have the actual Figma app today. All right, so media wrapper, content wrapper. We can go ahead and start with that. There we go. I got to get my keyboard shortcuts down. All right, Command Tab. All right, so we're going to go 1, 2. Let's drop in a content wrapper. Let's drop in a media wrapper. Go ahead and put the media in there. And then in our content wrapper, we need, let's say logo, it looks like. So we'll go logo, text, and then we're going to need another div. All right, so we're going to go SVG. I assume those logos are always going to be SVGs. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they might actually already be in there too, because Nick had a whole library of them, and I dumped them in the media library.
Okay.
So
my tiered list. What does this mean exactly? Yeah.
So if you click into that, that's going to take you to /tool-categories/VPN software /web hosting. So that would be to a specific archive for each one of the categories. And then I don't think we have that fully like fleshed out and designed, but it's basically kind of like, Christian's top 3 VPN softwares or whatever, what I mean? So
I see. Yeah.
It's just like whatever his recommended ones are for those categories.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Copy's a little confusing, so we'll go. Let's do CTA. That's going to be the CTA down there. Okay. We could probably make that. If we make that the link, we need to use we're either going to need to use unique text, like maybe hidden text for the category title. Well, hold on. Is this just a font? Is this just the heading? It's just a heading with like an icon next to it? Okay, I see.
You mean the post title?
Like that's the archive title. It's just a heading, right?
Yeah, archive title, yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, let's go with a header then. So I'm gonna bring this flex div up there. Let's make this a header, and let's do the heading, and let's put that SVG in with the heading. Okay, this is going to be called the icon. We'll call this the heading icon. So we've got a header, we've got a heading icon, and we've got a heading. The tool category card is going to be an article. Okay, that's fantastic. Then we have our text. Then we have, what I might do then is call this a footer, and we'll put a CTA inside of it. I'll put the content wrapper in the middle. Okay. And we'll just start with a flex div for that. So that will be CTA. And then inside of that, we're going to have the label and icon. So we'll go with the label and we'll go with the icon. This will be CTA label. This will be CTA icons. We've got a heading icon, we've got CTA icon, CTA label, CTA inside of our footer. And then we have our content wrapper with our text. That's going to be the description. Perfect. Okay. I don't know. I think that's good enough. Create BEM classes, right click, and convert to list. Okay. Save, and let's go. So, tool categories. We've got a list item, tool category card. All right. For now, let's go display this as a grid. Grid template columns of grid 3. Okay, that'll make this look more like a card. Let's go ahead and take the, oh, where did I put the media wrapper? Let's go back and see. Okay, so media wrapper, then I have the header, then content wrapper, then the footer. Okay, so let's order -1. Bring that to the top. Okay, this header, we're gonna go display of flex direction of row, align items. Yeah, I don't think those will, I don't know. We don't want to, I don't think we want to align items to the center. Let's go with sample title. Okay, and let's grab that heading icon. Let's go block size of 1M. Header. Font size H3. And we need this to be an H3 as well. Now the icon should essentially always be the same size as the heading. Cool. All right, so we're gonna gap this of 0.25M, and we're gonna offset that icon as well. So we're gonna translate that. 1M, okay. Which one is the x-axis? There we go, 0, all right, 0.025M, 3, 4, 5, I'm just gonna eyeball that. Okay, tool category card. Is this a box? It's kind of a box layout. Okay. Tool category card. So what we're going to do is take a little trip to the front end. We're going to target that with the card framework, cards, and targeting tool category card. Save. Let's come down. So this one is not going to have a box shadow. Okay. So there's, just so everybody understands, this all gets frameworked essentially, where we have the tool category card. You can come down and see like card background hover, card heading color, card yada 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 yada. We have card shadow, right? So what we can do is come here, card shadow and none on this particular card, the tool category card, and suddenly that one is not going to have a shadow anymore. So we're able to just, we start with the defaults, but then we're able to override them and get to whatever we want. All right, next thing I'm noticing, we have to do this background because I think this card background, I would sample it, is probably the same as the website background, but the way that Nick did it is he transitioned that from the background to white for this particular section. So we might want to go ahead and handle that, which is going to be the tools section. Now, I don't have a lot of context of how often this needs to happen. Like, I mean, I'm looking around. Like, if this is the only time that would ever need to happen, it probably is, because, like, this is a white background for the card. There's a white background for the card. This is probably the only time he ever did it. So I think we're safe to just do it on this tools section. And we'll just do background of linear gradient. And we'll do to bottom, red, blue, okay? And that's essentially what we need to do, except we just need to change the colors. So this, actually, we should be able to just borrow the background color of the section in general. And then this is gonna be white, okay? That transitions to white. Transparent, 20%. Let me go back to red so we can actually see what we're doing here. 10%, 80%. I think we have to do it on the other one. Var white of 90%, 95%, 5%. There we go. Well, it's always backwards when you're dyslexic. All right, so 25, 35. Okay, that's probably pretty good. And now instead of red, we do transparent. All right, let's go look at that on the front end. There we go. So now it has that nice seamless transition, which see where it was. There we go. It's about the same. What is that dashed line that he put in there? I don't think that's part of the design. I don't know what that is. You see it going across there, Mark?
Yeah, I think that was just the fold.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right. That sounds good. So now we're going to do a card background here. And BG probably ultra light. There you go. So same as the normal website background. All right. That looks pretty good. Let's put some sample media in here. Let's do that one for right now. All right, perfect. Sample title. I believe this is the description. Okay, so we'll go Ipsum 15. This is going to be the my favorites or whatever. Okay, and we'll go display of flex, direction, row. Let's say justify content space between, align items to the center. And what is that? It's like a arrow of some kind. And you're saying that arrow is probably already in there?
Yep.
Okay. Strip colors. Is the whole thing purple? No, just the icon is purple. Okay. Color primary. All right, that's good there. He made that. This is like, what is that? Primary. It's like a primary default text color. All right, I'm just gonna eyeball it for now so we can change it later. So it's like the primary, like semi-dark or ultra dark or something. Let's go to automatic CSS. Let's go to color assignments, text, and default text color dark. Let's bring this over here. He used that everywhere, right? Yeah, looks like it. Okay. So primary ultra dark or just primary dark. That seems like it. Now headings he left as heading color just kind of looks like black. We'll just leave it black for now. So what we'll do is we'll go to typography, we'll go to headings and default heading color. And just for now, we'll make black. Okay. We haven't customized our shades or anything yet either. So we just want to make sure we're using the right stuff in the right places. And cards. Okay. While we're there, let's go to the card framework. Cards and light cards. Dark cards, light cards, heading color, okay, black, and text is text dark muted. Text dark, link color is going to be primary, button style, border style, all that should be good. Okay, my tiered list. What we probably want to do here is off of the label, CTA, label. Let's do a pseudo element. At least this should be the easiest way to do this. Content, width of 100%, height of 2 pixels, and then maybe on this label too, we need a width of 100%. 100%. There we go. Height of 2 pixels, background of red, display of flex. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Display of flex. Flex direction of row. Let's just make that an after instead of a before. Flex shrink of 0. My tiered list. Okay. Height, width, 100%. Okay. Flex 1. Align items to the center. Text wrap, no wrap. Align items to the center should actually be up there. Gap of 1 em. Or actually content probably content gap would be exact. Boom. Okay. One. Oh, what is that? Like neutral. Oh, actually, I'll just give it, let's go black. Opacity 0.7, 0.54, something like that. Okay. Color black for right now. Nice. Okay. And that CTA, all right, so that's called CTA. That's CTA label, which we can make a span. And we have the SVG in there, and then this can be the A. Perfect. CTA label, and then what we'll do is we'll give it an ARIA label. It's probably because I don't know if this whole card's supposed to be clickable or just this. Do you know? Is the whole card supposed to be clickable?
Well, I mean, I think it's a good question from a usability standpoint. I would probably just make the whole card clickable because that's a very small, like, clickable area. It's a cool button design, but I don't really know. What do you do? Like, just that whole area, or?
I would probably do the whole card, but then we need to maybe animate this somehow when we hover the card. So yeah, if we're gonna do that heading, let's drop a link inside this heading, and let's grab that Command X, Command V. Okay, and this is gonna be header color. Let's do black. Actually, card. I think we can hijack it. Link color red. Yeah. Okay. Link color black for right now. I want to see if I can get that logo. Yeah. The icon's actually supposed to be. Oh, they're different colors too, aren't they? So have you guys talked about color coding? Actually, the button's a different color too. Is this just random, or is this based on a category?
Well, in this specific instance here, it looks like it's just all alternating. Because I don't think each one of them really has a color. I mean, it's literally Christian's colors is like purple and like a little bit of accent orange. I feel like is kind of what we went with there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do card accent color for the color of this with a fallback of primary. Let's do, so that icon and that icon just need to match. That's it. So we'll just call it icon color then. And then we'll do this one. Heading icon. I already copied that. Icon color primary. Why does that look like primary dark though? Okay. Let's test it. Let's go icon color red. All right. Okay. All right. That's good. So I think now what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and say, we're going to think about this. So we're an article inside of an LI. So we're going to have to do every other LI, not every other card. That's the tricky part of this. Has me, we could use the has me selector. Has me selects the list item. Has me inth child odd. That would be 1, right? We'll bring this in. Icon color red. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Now, where does this color come from? Is this defined somewhere? Ooh, the secondary color. Okay. Okay. All right. Secondary. There we go. All right, so we'll go back here and automatic CSS, palette, secondary, turn that on, drop it in. So now change that to secondary and refresh. And now every other card should be orange. So there's that. Oh, we lost something down there. No, there we go. It's just snapping into action. Now, if we had duplicated this, what we should see is, yeah, primary. 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just go with 6. Okay. Save. Okay. Looks good there. I actually don't know what it's thinking about here. But I do want to see where this underline is coming from. I'm pretty sure it's Gutenberg. And what we can do is there's a feature flag in Etch that you can turn on that says remove Gutenberg styles. That's essentially what we need to do after this stream. We won't worry about it now, but that'll get rid of this nonsense and all the rest of the Gutenberg styles that cause problems. Yeah, cool. So it's right here. Where not WP element button, text decoration underline. So Gutenberg decided that all of your non-WP element button links should be underlined by default and gives you no setting to change it. It's just fantastic. Okay, that's good. Let's kill one of these cards so that we can span one of them. All right, and we'll span the second one. So inside of the tool categories, we will select the nth child 2. Okay. Outline 5 pixel solid red. There it is right there. Okay. So if we span that, and that's essentially selecting the LI. So we're going to go grid column, span 2. Perfect. Okay. Card grows to fill its available space. Let's go ahead and activate container queries and see if we can make this responsive to its actual space. So tool category card, we already have the has me selector. We can do container type of inline size. Okay. And we'll bring this down with a media query or container query. And what we essentially want to do is decide like where that doesn't look good anymore. Let's see, grid. Let's just throw in a media query here for 1 second. Min, actually let's do width greater than 768 pixels. Grab that, move that up. Okay. Now when I come down, we're gonna see that hopefully stack. Okay, let's just look at this card right here. All right, so that is 442. All of that looks good. I think when it gets to 505, that's borderline, but still probably acceptable. 530. Let's do like 550 at least to start. So container 550. Okay. This should work. Let's move this outline 5 pixel solid red over to the container query. Okay, it's not. Inline size greater or equal to RAM 550 pixels, outline 5 pixels solid red. Tool category card. Oh, that's why. Container type inline size. We need a separate has me, I believe. Yes, there we go. Okay. We were doing it on the nth child one. All right, save, refresh. There we go. Okay. So what we want to do there is display of grid now. Grid template columns of, and let's see. It's a 50-50 it looks like. Grid 2. Let's look over here at my article. Okay, let's put the border back on here. Correct. Okay, and we're displaying that as a grid, header, content wrapper. Oh, I know why, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay. The only challenge here is how we decided to group these. Footer, media wrapper, content wrapper. Because there's 3 items. Header. Let's put the media wrapper in the header. And let's put the footer in the content wrapper. Okay, sweet. That seems to work. Okay. So that gets us side by side. Now we're going to do this here, 550. We're going to flex direction of column. No, that's not going to work because he wants that heading and text on the opposite side. So the media wrapper does have to stay by itself. Okay. Header goes, okay. So one of these is going to have to be display contents, I think. Oh, this is interesting. Header, content, or the heading just goes in the, do we need that by itself? Get rid of the header. That would seem to pretty much do what we need. We're just gonna have to change the structure on the others. Okay. Let's go with flex 1. Okay. And it looks like the LI is going all the way up. Let's do a height of 100%. Let's do a media flex of 1. Let's do a justify content of center, which I actually could maybe, doesn't even need to be in a container. It'll probably look just fine like that on the other side. Okay. And then he just wants this thing, margin bottom of auto. Okay. Fantastic. That should essentially, as soon as you put it into a space where it's bigger. Now, if I take away this like span 2, it just goes back to being a normal looking card. So it's kind of got like 2 different modes now. Okay, seems correct. Let's refresh front end. Nice. Should be responsive as well.
Did something happen to the icons on the other one? On the other ones?
Yeah, I think I have to duplicate this one.
All right.
I'm gonna make this one the component while we're here, so we know which one is correct. So let's go create component, tool category card. Just gonna save. We don't need props yet. And now if we duplicate, that one's gonna automatically be wide because it's the second one. And if we duplicate, and it's got the color change going on, if we duplicate again, it's gonna go back to normal. Duplicate again, it's gonna stay normal, but still alternate the color, and so on and so forth. And actually the placeholder is gonna be there for the 5th one or the 6th one or whatever. Okay. That looks pretty good. I hate the underline. Okay. It's called a callout section. This is going to be call out text. Call out container. Should probably make this into a component at some point, but it's probably going to be used again, I would imagine. Okay. Was he done with this section, do you know?
I mean, I think so. I think it's just kind of supposed to start appearing and doing the scrolling effect.
Looks like he just put a max width on it. Probably of like 40 characters or something. 35 characters. Yeah. Okay. All right. And we want to go to the callout container and say that this position is sticky. And the top is 0. And then this callout section, min block size 100 VH. Okay. And if there was more stuff on down the page, how many more sections are? Oh, just one more. Okay. So we'll add one more section. There we go down there. Let's do, for now, section XXL. Just make it a little bit bigger so we can see if we can sticky this a little ways. There we go. Cool. Now we'll just have to animate it once we get there.
Hey, real quick, hope you're enjoying the rebuild so far. Just wanted to take a moment to say that this would not have been possible without our series sponsor, BigScoots. They've been providing top-tier managed hosting since 2010, and they're not your typical hosting company. BigScoots owns their entire tech stack, from the servers to the network to the data center, which means faster load times, stronger security, and the ability to customize solutions for your specific site. And if you ever need any help, you can get connected to a real WordPress expert in under 90 seconds, 24/7. And by the way, right now is the perfect time to try BigScoots because they were kind enough to give you, the lovely viewers of my channel, a special offer. If you're a new BigScoots client, you can get 98% off your first 2 months on any of their managed hosting plans. All you have to do is click the link down in the description below and use promo code MJS for monthly plans or MJS annual for annual plans when you check out. Again, that's 2 months of premium hosting for pennies, which is basically no risk. If you've been looking to improve your hosting setup, show BigScoots some love for supporting valuable content like this and give their managed hosting a try today. Now, let's get back to building.
Okay, this is going to be the, what do we want to call that? Stats section.
I like it.
Yeah, stats. Yeah, okay. Stat section. We call that like a stat card, even though we don't know if we're going to use it again, but whatever. So we need a flex div. That's going to be a pseudo element. And then we need a flex div. So 1, 2. We also need an image. It's going to be the background. Okay. This is going to be we'll do this, the heading. We don't even need a wrapper for that. Let's just add a heading. Stats list. And then we need flex div. Stat item. I'll call this stat list, stat item. Okay. Text, span, maybe span. We'll just do text. Change them to spans. Actually, that might be a paragraph. No, it's not. Div, we'll just make that a list. So let's convert to list. That should do. Okay. 2M lifetime YouTube views. Okay, so stat description. Gap of, we'll do content gap for these. Okay. Stat item. Gap of 0.5 M. Line height of 1. Okay. What did he do on mobile for this? He's left aligned everything. So we need to start left aligned and only go bigger when we need to go bigger. Okay. Stack hard. I'm going to go min block size, so something like 600 pixels. We'll go with position of relative. We'll come down to the background. We'll grab a photo. Position absolute. Inset 0. Inline size. Block size. This should work. Okay. Stack card. Overflow clip. Border radius. I wonder if he's got a little bit of a overlay going on. Looks like it. Looks like a dark, kind of starts at the bottom, goes dark to light. Z index. -1. What do we want to do here? Align items to the end. Now we want to justify content to the end. And we want to give some card padding. Yeah, looks pretty good. Put the has me, put a container query. We'll just choose a random value for now. Text align center. Should be it. Okay, stat is font size H3, font weight of 700, font family of heading font family, which I think I need to fix up here, heading font family. There we go. 3, 2, 3, 2, something like that.
Should be in there now, the picture.
All right. Look at this come to life. It's coming to life. Okay. What radius did he use? Because he used a mighty large radius on here. 45, radius XL. Okay, so let's go to the stat card. Border radius XL. Nice. Okay. This can probably go down to 0.5 M. What is this heading supposed to say? And I don't plan to give up anytime soon. What is that, like a continuation of a heading that we saw earlier?
Yeah, I think it's like the finishing of that scrolling text.
Okay.
Is the concept.
And then what we need to do is probably the stat list. Let's go add a before content blank. Position absolute. Stat list position relative. Width of 100%. Height of 1 pixel. Background of red. Margin block. Start of content gap times -1.
I see why people use dividers. It's a pain in the ass.
It's not that. It's really not that bad. It's really not that bad.
Well, my thought is, this is. I don't know if you've cooked something like this up in your head yet. This seems like a very good candidate for some sort of a framework, like a pseudo element framework, just like, or even a recipe.
We do kind of. We have, but it's like a utility class divider all. Like I can, if I took that off and I put it on the actual stat card. But now we're combining, like, say, it'll put dividers in between everything. You can also do divider top on something, like probably this. Divider top, something like that. But I don't want to combine utility classes, and we did have recipes for it, but they were made for bricks. They're not available for etch yet. So. But it's literally like, you can also do it from here, where I can just target all direct children and say like, it would be nth, or not, it would be not first child, something like that. And then border 5 pixel solid red to just check what I'm doing here. So stat card. Select all direct children, not. Oh, it's selecting the background too. So we'd have to exclude that. Easier, since there's more elements. We just really want it on the stat list. Easier to do it here. But it's essentially just blank content and the dimensions of the line, Width, height is 1 pixel, so it's like 1 pixel thick. It stretches all the way across. You give it a background color of red, and then you position it, right? Display of flex and position of absolute. And there's your little red line. And then you just need to bump it up. So margin block start. And then this is a content gap. So we just need to move it half the content gap. So content gap times -0.5. We'll move it and put it right in between the two things. like that. And then, of course, we want it to be, I guess, light gray or something. Make it white. And then just change its opacity to 0.5. Boom. And then what we can do is not really tied to this, but like I would probably do a gap of container gap on this card. And then I would come down to the stat list and just change that from content to container, and it'll recenter itself. And there we go. And then those are only going to center. They should only center on larger devices. So like once we get down to, we've got an overflow situation somewhere. See where that's coming from. Maybe that grid right there. Or, oh, I wonder if it's this. I bet it's this accent thing. But I thought we made that mobile responsive last time. Like this moves over and the thing moves over.
I was pretty sure we tackled that as well.
Pretty sure we did that. Pretty sure we did that.
Was it something? Couldn't have been anything with the header when you took that out of there.
We can investigate later. Stats section. Okay, stats section. So what I want to do here is a background of linear gradient to bottom, red, blue. Blue is going to become BG ultra dark, and red is going to become what, transparent, and then 50% and 50%, and then stat card z index 1, save, refresh. Okay, a little fake little overlap action there.
Nice. So that was just a gradient then. That wasn't some sort of.
Nice. No, yeah, it's just a gradient. Because it only exists on this page, and we already know what the color of the footer is, so we could just easily match it.
Sweet.
And it makes it look like we're overlapping. So the only thing is he definitely did darken the bottom of this card, because like I can't read my text as well as I can on here. So we're gonna need a little bit of an overlay. I think what I can do, border radius, I do this border image fill 1 linear gradient red to left or to bottom or whatever, to bottom red. Oh, it's down there. Yeah, that only works when you don't have, well, hold on, maybe it does work when you have a real image. No, it's not gonna work when you have a real image, I don't think. Border image z index 1 on the stat card. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay, easiest way, then we just have our background, and we're gonna just throw a flex div in here. We're gonna call our overlay, and this is gonna be the stat card overlay. Position absolute, background red, what's it called? Inset 0. Okay. And z index -1. Perfect. Linear gradient to top, red, blue. Blue is going to become transparent. Red, let's do a percentage while we're here. 10%. That looks pretty good. Okay. Let's do color mix in sRGB, black, transparent. Okay. And that's like automatically going to be 50-50, which I don't know, actually like just kind of works.
I think it's a little more.
It's a little darker.
I think the top's a little lighter. So I think would you like 40% or maybe more like that? Yeah.
So there's lighter.
I think probably
60, 70, 60. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be?
go 40.
40?
Yeah. I don't know. I just think the
20,
top
30,
the top
40.
half of the picture, like where his face is, I feel like it's actually kind of
Oh,
mimicking
well,
the
this,
background.
hold on. This is the darkness. This percentage over here is actually the how much of the thing we're covering.
I'd probably, maybe 50 there then. 50 and then a little darker on the black then, I think.
Okay, a little darker. And then maybe, I always get these percentages backwards. Maybe on the transparent, there we go. So 15, 45. Now there's less of the dark on him up here.
Yeah.
And it's just like isolated down here. Let's do 50 on that. Okay. Refresh. There we go. There we go. I don't plan to go up anytime soon. 2 million, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million. Okay. Those all work well. Got our sticky. Got our cards. Okay. I think what we should do is probably figure out, spend the rest of our time, well, whatever we have left, figuring out our overflow and maybe tidying up this intro component to support the different SVGs. So let's go automatic CSS options. Let's see, plugin settings, layer controls, Gutenberg, class manager, workflow. Now, where did we put it? Where did we put it? Not frames, not experimental, defaults and miscellaneous. There it is, overflow detection. Okay, see if we can figure out what is causing this overflow. It's that pseudo element right there, I believe. So let's experiment with removing that and just see if our overflow goes away. If it does, then we just need to revisit it and make a little adjustment to it. Okay, so let's go main hero before we did a bunch of crazy shit. Okay. It's just the pseudo element. Should be gone now. Okay. And I can paste it back if I need it back. All right, but let's see if it solves the overflow. Okay, so now we no longer have an overflow. We still need to make that hero responsive. Whatever we did to responsive to make that left align left and all that stuff, definitely has disappeared since last time I was here. I don't know how or why, but it did. Width of 100% and a max width of that. Now we've got it. Okay. And then we don't need gutter divided by 2 anymore. Yeah, that no longer overflows. Okay, so that was a quick fix there. Now our little accent can come back and it won't overflow anymore. Let's see what we're missing here. Oh, that's right. Okay, so it wasn't based on, that's what it was. It wasn't based on media query. That's what we did. It was based on this prop.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you look at the mobile here, see how he
would
moves.
we have done that?
So it's essentially what we did to do it manually. We just need to apply to a media query or a container query or whatever. Probably a media query, because this is you're never going to put an intro in anything other than a section, because it's a section intro. So, so see how it's the data alignment center is what centers everything.
Yeah. So we just did it like conditionally off of that rather than so we had to set it. Yeah, maybe we never did. That would have never worked then, right? Because we didn't do it based on a media query. So maybe we did dream that it was working automatically, because it wouldn't have been. It would have been like I think
we made it work manually and never extended it to working automatically on media queries. So essentially all we have to do is determine like when that's supposed to. I'm just going to put a random value in here. When we're going to be able to tokenize media queries very soon, which is going to be super helpful. Okay, if we just put that, and basically it has to have data intro alignment center, and it has to be over 767 pixels worth of space. Nothing changes on desktop. We start to come down. Bang.
Sick.
So great. Now what we need to do is fix or add, I should say. It's not really broken, but we add the new SVG element. This is called the accent badge icon. Accent badge icon. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that, and I'm going to add the new SVG element. And we're going to call this the icon, and I'm going to put that class on it. Nice. Now we're going to strip color attributes. And essentially what we're going to do, we have a prop for that yet? We didn't make one, so let's make one. I think we're using the image prop for this now. So we just say icon. We can move that to up here. Okay. And our default value, I don't know, like play icon, whatever. And then we're going to take props.icon and we're going to drop it in the source of that SVG. And we're going to save. Notice it changed. And now the difference is when I come out here, I now have this, and I can say, all right, this one's supposed to be this plus sign. There it is. Voila.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What do we want to tackle?
Do you want to try to query those?
We can try to query those, and we'll make maybe the whole card clickable. So, let's think about how we want to do this. So I made the H3, has the anchor inside of it. It is a component, so we can just use clickable parent. We can use focus parent on the tool category card itself. And let's just see what that's done for us. With any luck, oh, look at that. We're even getting a hover style automatically out of the box, probably from the card framework. I don't have any clickable area outside the card. I always check for that first because that means you didn't position relative correctly. And look at this. We've already automatically just got proper full card focus styles.
Sick.
Just like that. Just pop out. We do need, okay, so we are going to need some props. Yeah, we might as well prop this up while we're here. So let's go text for the heading, text for the description, text for the CTA. We need a destination. We need a media picker. And we probably need alt text.
You need an icon too, an SVG.
Oh, good call, good call, good call. Image, okay. So we'll do icon. We'll do featured image. Maybe put the icon at the top. We'll go with a heading. We'll go with a description. CTA text. CTA URL. Yeah, that'll work. And then alt text. We'll put that after our featured image.
Do you need to flip those? Is the one is the one's the image? Or am I wrong?
Oh, you're correct. Yeah, featured image, and this is alt text. Boom. Okay. All right. We can just try and click this alt text. We can't click CTA text. We can click to there. Or am I on this one? Why do I feel like I'm not? Oh, that's why. Okay. Clickable parent actually, it blocks you from actually clicking things inside the editor. So I usually apply that last. Yeah. CTA text. Okay. Let's see if we can target properly now. No, it's still thinking I'm doing that. Let's refresh real quick. Okay, I can actually select that. Let's go description, and there we go. Okay, I don't know. It's just like a little props.cta text. Okay, it's already done. I guess it did it, and I just didn't have any like visual of it doing it. Heading. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's because it has no sample heading. Okay. Description. It's going to be a £, featured image. We'll make this the default alt text. We'll just leave that blank, and we'll come in to select our featured image. Alt is going to be, we can actually do it here too. Props.alt text. Okay. I think we just need our icon done. Edge heading icon. Props.icon. We'll just select any of these. Can be the default. Heading wrapper. Gap. 0.5, 0.25, something like that.
Okay, so we're gonna need another taxonomy field then too for.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm doing in the tax. Those are categories. So like I added a featured one which we'll query off of. I also am gonna need an SVG, like an icon, selected for each one. If we were gonna query these,
yes, correct.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. All right, let's go front end and see what we've got. Okay. So we are, let me put clickable parent back now since we're pretty much done with that. Edit component and anchor. Let's see what the card hover is doing here. I think that's coming from this card shadow. Background, white, light card background. Tool category card. Card background, hover red. Yeah, that's what's, we don't want that to change on hover. We'll add some other hover style later. Okay. They're focusable, they're clickable. Correct thing is linked. They're propped up. We need to loop them, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we need to list item. We just need one of them. Let's go ahead and wrap in loop. Let's go to the loop manager. And what are these? These are tool categories.
Yeah, so it probably, whoa, wait a second. Yeah, I would duplicate that. Yeah, I've already made that mistake, so I don't know if we need to save. I've already messed up loops. I've already messed up loops before.
All right. Should be all right.
For this one, for tool categories, if these are featured, do you want to make a specific loop for it, or?
No, it's you can use a we could use a meta query, and well, actually, no, we should use a taxonomy. Well, they are a taxonomy, aren't they? Yeah, you're gonna have to use a meta query. So like a custom field that's assigned to the tool categories that says it's like a Boolean, like is featured or not featured.
Yeah, I have that, but I'm saying like somewhere else on this website we're gonna query all of our tool categories. Yeah. So should this query be featured tool categories?
Not necessarily, because we can pass I like to use the same query as much as possible for all of them, because you can pass arguments into here for whether it's querying all of them or just based on some other data. Okay. I mean, yeah, it could be like an easy way to do it would be to just make it separate for now.
Yeah, and then, almost like hard code a specific query in there for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get them
tool dash categories.
Yeah, let's get them working statically, just like all of them.
I think it's plural categories. Son of a bitch.
Look at this.
That's wacky. That's wacky, buddy.
I didn't even realize that as part of the architect. Is that WordPress or that's got to be WordPress, right?
That doesn't make any sense. That's a bug from 2005 for sure. That is right there. That doesn't make any sense.
Like you create categories, but they're not
You could have
visible
100
unless something's
categories.
in them.
You could have 100 categories, but until you put one in something, you don't see anything.
Oh,
Okay,
that
wait a
is-
second. Well, that's the other thing too. Then, oh shit, wait, that doesn't make any sense because now you have to have something in every single one.
Yeah. You're gonna have to have like some dummy content in every single category.
Wow, that's weird. I don't know if that's
That's not good. It's not a good. That's WordPress, man. That's rough.
wacky. I mean, well, it doesn't matter. For now, I'll just put one. I'll put all of them in. I'll put one in all of them.
Okay.
I'll just put for whatever. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on there.
All right, so I'm just gonna go to the loop, and I'm gonna go to tool categories, and there we go. So, let's look at our loop data. What are we gonna be looking for here? Tool category. Wait, did you just put one in like real quick? Did you just
I
did it?
put the same one in every
Oh,
category.
okay. That makes sense. That's efficient. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so we want the term, we want the name, we want the description.
Seeing a little bit of an issue here because I'm not seeing how
Permalink.
JetEngine stores these custom meta fields. I'm not seeing that in there.
Oh yeah. Oh, you have. Did you have custom
Yeah, I have a
fields?
Yeah, if you go to taxonomies and then you have meta fields, you can create custom meta fields in like click tool and then scroll down and you see featured image and icon. Those are I'm not sure where it stores those because it doesn't look like it's showing in the
Well, I can have the team go because they're actually working on JetEngine stuff this week, so I'll have them go pull those.
yeah.
But we can get the base level stuff right now, like name, description, permalink.
Yeah.
So we'll go heading. This would be like item.name, item.description, and then on the link CTA URL, item.permalink. So that's good. And then do these have a featured image? The taxonomies, the categories.
That's a good point. I don't think they do.
All right. What do we have to do after this? We've got an archive page. We've got this single and this archive, and that's in the footer. And that's really all he's finished. Oh, we can tackle the menu too. It doesn't look like he's done any. Is there an actual real menu that we're supposed to have?
Mobile menu there.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what ours does naturally. So we'll put in that one. But where are they going to go? Because he doesn't really have any. He doesn't have any pages on his site, right?
I mean, a lot of it is just like CPT stuff. Yeah, I mean, right now, his current site's pretty thin. So this site is, tools, videos. But again, I mean, those stuff that's designed here is kind of the hardest stuff, really, like the most dense things, like a lot of tools, a lot of everything else. I feel like videos and everything else are relatively straightforward. And once we'd have some components like this, we could probably reuse them or at least, tweak them from there.
I'm going to do this real quick just because I recognize I didn't do it last time. Can you grab this star and upload it? Yeah. Oh, it's in there already?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Look at this guy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're just going to quickly whip that up because that's another useful little nugget to put in. This is going to be a featured video card. Okay. We're going to go media, content wrapper, media wrapper. And this is really, one of those is going to be a link, Free Academy, learn to build a website. Okay, I guess that's going to be, we'll make it a heading. Text, this will be description. Heading, description. Heading is going to have a link inside of it. We're going to take that away. Okay. Featured video title. Okay. Heading, link, description, content wrapper, media, right click, create BEM. Okay. We want to go display as grid template, columns, grid 2, 3, media wrapper, order -1. This is probably very card frameworky also. So, okay, let's target it with the card framework. So featured video card. Sweet. Okay, card shadow none. Display grid template. This card display. Okay, this is going to be line height 1, gap of like card gap. Justify content. Getting to that time of day where I can't type anymore. Gap of card gap. Content still fine there. Okay. Okay, let's go featured video card. And actually, you know what? I'm just going to put, it's only ever, I feel like it's only ever going to be that little star icon though. I think we should just hard do that in here with like a pseudo element. Content, inline size 50 pixels, block size 50 pixels, aspect ratio 1, position absolute, background red. Yeah, we're gonna have I think it's card overflow. Sweet. Okay. Inset inline end 0. Inset block start 0. Okay, and actually that's going to be 100%. Start, yeah, there you go. Inset block end 100%. Yes. Okay. Background. Oh,
top, middle.
Okay, that's a problem. That's a problem because we can't. Oh, we can, but you got to do some bullshit. Fucking, you got to do some fucking mask bullshit. What do we?
Wait, hang on, stop. Why do you say, like, because it's an SVG or what?
It's because we're using a background image. An SVG is a background image, and you can't color background images in CSS, even if they're SVGs. Like if I put that in and then I go background size, I think it's just off the top of my head. I can't remember the. Maybe we use the same mask image and we use the same URL. Mask size cover. I don't think it's that. I have to go watch my own fucking video. Background, mask, image, mask size, cover, background size. No, it's just that. Fuck yes.
This guy's good. This guy didn't even have to go watch his own video.
No, I didn't have to read my own documentation. All right, so this definitely needs to be a relative path. Okay. Man, I love it. I fucking love it. What color is that? Secondary? Yeah. We gotta fix that autocomplete. Okay. Problem is like there's probably some bullshit math to figure this because the icon, because its size cover doesn't actually, it's not going to the edges of the box. The box is like positioned perfectly here, but the icon's like floating in the middle of it. Background, mask, size, cover. Okay, so if we did like 100% minus, it's gonna be like half the icon size or some bullshit. So let's do icon size. icon size. This is where I failed math. So icon size 50 pixels. And then we go like 100% minus icon size. And we need to calc this. Just see what that does. Okay, that moves it over. We'll do this here. Just see. Okay, and now we do like divide 2. Oh, fuck. Like, look, what? What the fuck are we doing here? Sometimes it works, Mark. Sometimes the brain, sometimes the brain figures it out.
Oh man, that's.
I thought it was. I was gonna have to. I thought this is the first time I was gonna need fucking cosine or whatever that fucking geometry bullshit is. I thought we were gonna need it, Mark. We didn't need it. Look at that.
No. Live to fight another day without that fucking linear algebra that I failed twice.
All right. Let's see. How did he position that? Okay. That's. Oh, well, first of all, we need free academy. Okay. So this is like the, we'll call this the intro text. We're going to make this a component. I called it a description, but really it should be the intro text. So let's just do this. Feature card.
Now, when you
intro.
change that there, that literally changed the class, right? Like the actual class name.
Yeah, it changes the class name. It changes it in the HTML for you, so you don't have to change that either.
Yeah, like the old one does not exist anymore. Or
yeah.
Well, actually, that's a really important question. If that was in multiple places,
Yeah.
would it change it everywhere?
Yes, correct. Yeah. I don't know what it's trying to tell me here with this error. We just put this error reporting in. So I think it just shit on itself and now it's back to normal. Okay. So intro text heading. I do want the heading to come first. I just want this visually to come first. So we'll switch those two. Okay. Let's componentize it real quick. Component featured video card. We can prop this up 1, 2, 3, 4 to image. Oh, look at that. I didn't even realize that object prop. That's brand new. That's hot off the press. I exported everything right before this and haven't even seen that myself before. Okay, intro text, heading.
What would you use an object prop for?
It has to do with selecting specific loops dynamically, I think. Like referencing a parent loop that's outside the component, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah. Featured image, and then featured image alt. Okay. Copy that. Let's go here. This is going to become dynamic. Props.featuredImage alt. Yeah, I'll just select that. The default. Make it that one. Intro text can go there and heading can go there. Let's save that. Exit. Okay. Didn't break. All looks good. Let's just make the link happen real quick. Link. Oh, that's right. We need a URL text. Okay, link. I'll just say link. Props.link. Okay. Heading, maybe link can go up here. I'll make it last, whatever. Okay, let's go clickable parent. Go to the card. Focus parent. Clickable. Focusable. Okay, that looks good. You know what we'll do? We'll do, let's check this out. So featured video card. We're going to go card background hover primary. Look at this. Look at this. Card. I don't even know. Look up the variables. I think it's like card text hover or something. Where's the card? Card. Featured video card. Okay. Maybe the text isn't. We'll just use normal hover styles, I guess. Okay, and we'll say hover focus visible. So hover and when focus is visible. Actually, focus within. When it's focus within, that's what we do. Color white and card heading color white. Card heading color, card heading color, card heading color. Is that changing? I don't think that's changing. Card heading color, light card heading color, it's dark card heading color, featured video card, hover and focus within. I feel like that should be working. But we'll just say, what is that, by the way? H2? Yeah, I guess technically that's correct. We'll say featured video card heading. Featured video card heading. So featured video card heading. Let's just test that. No. Wow, that's being a pain in the ass. Important. Featured video card. Let me just type it out. Debug. Let's check it on the front end. Today's a little bit of a struggle session.
You win some, you lose some.
You do. Clickable parent featured video card link. Oh, I see, I think. Featured video card link. Oh, what else did we do? The new layer settings on this too? Automatic CSS, options, layer controls. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm trying to change. That makes sense. Anyway, I'm used to like bricks mode, because bricks, you never could access the link inside the heading. You had to do the styles on the heading. Now you actually do them on the link, and there it is working. Maybe, yeah, without important. Actually, focus within. I think we can just do link color. Let's just try that. No, link color hover. Yeah, okay. There's one of those. Okay.
Sick.
And it should. Okay, that's on focus within. Back card. Let's just do it this way, maybe. Primary. Take away this. Let's try that. Still not doing it on.
Do you have a card background focus variable? Or no?
No, I don't think so. No, maybe. Nothing a little nesting can't fix. Oh, there we go.
Look at that.
All right. I think we're done for today.
Smashed
this one in
it,
the dang books. We got some new components made. We got, I mean, we're coming along, man. This is it's 2 sessions.
Hell yeah.
2 sessions. It's starting to look like a website.
Crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. I appreciate your time as always, brother. We are, I don't know when this one's going to be technically out to the public. It is currently the 23rd of September as we're filming this. We are at V1 now, yes, with Etch? Officially, or where are we at?
You know, it's October 1st is V1 Alpha. Yeah, V1 Alpha.
Okay. Big day. Sweet.
Yep.
Things on the horizon. I mean, again, if I had to guess, this is probably going to come out in a month. So, November. What? How far ahead are you planning here? What are we thinking?
For what? What do you mean?
Just cool things on the horizon. What do you think is?
Well, we've got automatic CSS 4.0 is going to be dropping soon when this video comes out. So that's exciting. Page building 101 era 4 should be in full. Maybe should be in full swing by then. I'm planning on starting that in October. We got a lot of stuff. Going on.
Oh yeah,
it's exciting. But we'll awesome. I think I'm hoping here maybe 1-2 more sessions, and you guys will be able to run with a lot of this.
Oh yeah.
After that.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, we appreciate it. Links down below to Etch, automatic CSS, everything. Go follow Kevin over on YouTube as well. You can see how talented he is at this. Very fast, very efficient. Products are fantastic. So we appreciate you, Kevin. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yep. We'll talk to you all guys in the next one.